Dogpatch.
Ooh, or the diggity Dogpatch for you DOS FX fans out there.
Second Ward. Kirby, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay, man. I had a good cross country ski over here, and
What's the date today? The 16th, 17th?
something like that. Yeah, the 15th was yesterday.
Of April.
Mm-hmm.
And it was snowing sideways not but 10 minutes ago. Over it, dude.
There's nothing wrong.
So fittingly,
Mm-hmm.
given the
Arctic
conditions we have out there,
Didn't even think about it.
you're driving the boat today. Where are you going to take us? Because I've been hogging all the content.
Getting all that bandwidth.
My deepest apologies.
We only have so much server space,
True.
Dante. We are going to take Interstate 9490, 90 to 94 west to the great state of Minnesota, specifically the Twin Cities of Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Gopher State.
The Gopher State, the Gopher Delft State, where when I started visiting, you had said there are local bins to be scoured.
At Cheapo's, the big chain in the Twin Cities, the local bins were as big as the rock section. It was insanity.
Mm-hmm.
From like 1980 to 1997, the amount of independent music that came out of the Twin Cities is staggering. It's crazy how much there is. It really is.
Well, I think the local section at Cheapo was the size of like some record stores.
Yeah. And the other thing, too, is even somebody like you or me who looks at a lot of records, I didn't recognize 80% of that shit. I'm
And
like,
they'd have
what?
quantity on it.
Yeah, they'd sealed quantity of just some, boned out thing from 83 you'd never seen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost as if it was an island, it was made and never escaped.
Yeah. So I'd say that Minneapolis, St. Paul, sort of the private press capital of the country, perhaps.
Of the Midwest, for sure.
Of the Midwest. I certainly owe that to an abundance of recording studios, competitive rates among them.
Let's talk about some music.
A sort of educated musical populace who spends a lot of time indoors.
And you got interested in Minnesota stuff through Prince and like all of his tendrils?
Yeah, I mean, I think,
Chilling.
Prince's music, and then, any time that you find a black record from the Twin Cities, you're like, well, how many could there be? Like, do I now have all three of them? And then you find another one, and you're like, well, when? So, yeah, I got into it because of the African-American music, because, again, Prince's sound, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, that stuff. But you know how it is. You walk into a record store, and they say, what are you looking for? And you're like,
Phil Collins.
You want to find... Wherever you go, you want to buy the best thing that's there. And so when you're in the Twins...
Point me to your Trip Shakespeare section?
It's just like, I'm not looking for jazz funk in Fargo, and I'm not looking for cosmic American music in Oakland. Like,
Yeah.
when in Rome,
Pizza.
go to the most interesting records. And I just time and time again found the most interesting records in Minneapolis to be those from
The Caucasian persuasion?
Yeah, I mean, there are cool private black things, but let's be honest, it's Minnesota.
Yes, yeah, indeed.
Your average guy on the street is going to look more like you and me than Kirby Puckett. So,
And Kirby Puckett is from Robert Taylor Homes. He's actually from Chicago. Sorry, Minnesota, we got dibs on Kirby. Rest in peace. So what's the first song you're going to play from the... Wait, there's a lake nickname too, right?
the Land of 10,000 Lakes?
Land of 10,000 Lakes, indeed. And how many times have you been to Minnesota? How many hours cumulatively think you spent there? A couple weeks?
Probably about 2 weeks cumulative, 2 or 3 weeks. Probably been up there about 6 times total. And, I mean, just scratched the surface. Really love it there. Really love the accents. Really
Juicy Lucy's?
Really love the Juicy Lucy's.
Dylan? You feeling Dylan's spirit?
There's a lot of Dylan sympathizers in the Twin City. There's a lot of faux Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Considering that was the home field.
Yeah, we may touch on some of that. I'm not certain how the show is going to go, but we are going to start. We're going to start off really strong with a early '70s recording by a guy named Danny Hollian, a native of the Twin Cities, as far as I know, who I kind of went and like sowed his oats in Colorado, like made a Colorado anthem, like really hunkered down in Colorado. I'd love to know more about him. Love to know more about the band.
He did the LP on Tumbleweed after this, probably a few years after this.
Yeah.
And Tumbleweed, for those are unfamiliar, was kind of the ultimate major label cash-in, where some hippies got a bunch of money from Gulf and Western and bought a studio in Denver and just filled the house with drugs, women, recording equipment, and did their thing, and no one bought the records instantly to the cutout bin. Now being reappraised a little bit, but largely like cashing that major label check by definition.
And he's the guitar. Danny Hollian is the guitar player on the Dewey Terry record on Tumbleweed. Like, I think he kind of was a guy.
He's a talented dude.
Yeah, he's great. I'd love to know if he's playing lead on this, because somebody's just swinging for the fences. But we are going to listen to The Driver by Danny Hollian.
It ends with an explosion?
Yeah.
I don't remember it ending with an explosion.
It ends with like a car wreck.
The driver.
I'm guessing.
The driver.
That's how I've always read into that.
Jamming.
Yeah, so anyway, moving along Hennepin Street.
Do you know where Driver was recorded at in Minnesota? Sound 80?
Yeah, feels like it would be Sound 80, but that's speculative. Like I said, this is a guy who, I beat down the like Twin Cities Musical Memories Facebook page being like, where's Danny Hollian at? And they're like, oh, Danny, I love Danny. And you're like, where's he at? And you're like, I don't know, but he sure was great. A lot of, that's the thing. That's another thing that I should say that I think really encouraged a lot of artists to record, is that the people of Minnesota are some of the most like proud and supportive people that I've ever encountered. So it was like, if you made a record, you knew you could sell 500 of them to people that you grew up with, to people in your church group, to people you went to college with, whatever it was. Like, people from the Twin Cities love people from the Twin Cities. So
we're probably going to hear a few of the same words a few times today, and that'll be Sound 80, Cookhouse.
Sure.
What was the place on Nicollet?
Mike's Side.
Mike's Side, that's what I was thinking of. So these are all the studios.
Yeah.
And given that everything we play today is independent, private press, if you will, and some of it, they basically use the same handful of studios, all of these acts.
Mm-hmm.
That's telling, The Sound 80's probably got a sound. Cookhouse probably has a sound.
Yeah, absolutely. And the next thing we're going to listen to is a woman named Deborah Joyce, who I believe passed shortly after making this record. She had 2 LPs. This is sort of one of my favorite sounds from the Twin Cities, which is like, you'll see Petersons on it. The Petersons were sort of a musical family, ran a label called Celebration, which did a lot of private jazz stuff in there, and they just have chops. This was recorded at Creation Audio, which is another big production in town that I would say was sort of from what I can tell, like the best bang for your buck. Like, kept the equipment up to date, like always had great isolation, always seemed to...
They offer custom pressing?
They offered custom pressing. They seemed to... It was like, there was kind of like a Creation wrecking crew of like guys that were kind of around. A lot of musicians hung out there. So anyway, that was Jerry Steckling and Steve Weiss's place. Great guys, great studio, great sound. This is Deborah Joyce.
Bloomington, Minnesota's answer to Lanny Hall or Joni Mitchell.
Yeah, totally. Like that style, but like definitely like, a little bit of a pocket. I'm not mad at
No.
I can listen to more Joni Mitchell sympathizers than I can Bob Dylan folk.
Oh.
Hey, no, to each his own.
We're gonna move across the table here to another Caucasian group. Soulful Gophers and Vikings and Lakers. This is an example of finding a record, trying to get to another record. This was a group called Royal Kingdom, which was kind of thrown together. A songwriter guy named Mark Oletke, who was in a group called
Babes in Toyland.
called L7. And
Babes in Toyland were from Minnesota, dude.
So we're L7?
No.
I get them and Babes in. All right, we're gonna have to edit this out. I can't.
Babes in Toyland. That's your female grunge band from Minnesota.
All right, I'm gonna need to bring the referee in on L7. But So anyway, this was a group called, they were called Sweet Taste of Sin, and they were in he was part of the backing group. And, hey, do you have this record? No, but I have this other record. And I dig it. Cool handwritten label. Again, no studio information here, but just judging by where these guys were hanging out, I'm going to also put this at creation, but don't.
I've seen this and I've had this before, but I have absolutely no recollection of what it sounds like.
Yeah!
Dante, you're reading up over there on some 90s grunge band stocking cap wearers from the Twin Cities?
The 90s didn't.
Because apparently L7's not from Minneapolis, but everyone else is.
Yeah, L7 is from Los Angeles. These are notable Minnesota bands. The Jayhawks, country rock, resurgent stuff. Marcy Playground. I saw that poster in your bedroom the last time I was over.
Guilty. It's actually at the Framer right
There's
now.
a few on this list here of just by the name of the groups. It's given me kind of like chills a little bit.
Well, when I met a writer from the Twin Cities, great guy, Pete Schultz. And when I met with him for breakfast one morning, I said, what were you here for? When did you move here? He's from Wisconsin originally. What did you experience here that was remarkable? And he's like, to be honest, seeing Soul Asylum like before Somebody to Shove came out on MTV was like really remarkable. And surprisingly, I've heard that from pretty notable people, that Soul Asylum, like right before they sort of became Three Dog Night of the grunge era, were like totally incredible. So
I don't know if I could identify a single note of Soul Asylum's music, to be totally honest. So I can't pass any kind of comment on what their music's like. But there's some really shitty band names in this list.
Probably some of the most notorious white dreads of
Minnesota.
The 90s. Yeah. Oh, Soul Asylum.
Oh, Soul Asylum. After the grunge thing, the next kind of movement that made a blip on the kind of national map as far as Minnesota export would have been the Rhymesayers rap stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was happening, about the advent of the internet, kind of late 90s, early 2000.
Yeah, I think like some Perpetual September, like a lot of people getting on their first Napster and downloading that. I mean, every time I ever heard that,
Sandbox
it was
Automatic.
Yeah, it was on some CDR thing or some.
And the guitar solo on that Royal Kingdom was really crunchy. There's definitely some incredible guitar players from the area. If you think about the Garage and Psych stuff from the late 60s, like CA Quintet and Calico Wall, like those are really unique.
Soma Records,
Soma for sure, shredding stuff.
They definitely had an advantage in terms of distribution, studios, promoters. Like a guy like Marsh Edelstein, who's a promoter there, has been a promoter for 60 years, is still going into work. He's at work today. There's like a foot of snow, and he's like
pushing the newest trap.
He's group. He's getting Lamont Cranston Band to open for Future at First Ave. So anyway, we are going to do a little thing. A guy named Ernie Story, Meditation Blue.
Working on a chain gang down in southern Georgia. 99 awful years, that's a mighty long time. Working on a chain gang, sweating in the hot sun. Need a glass of water, but they won't give me none. Chain gang, 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 chain gang. Don't you know I feel so bad? Tell me now I feel so
Ernie Story.
Ernie Story.
Cool vibe. I like the vibe a lot.
Yeah, man, he's cool. And that was a part of a little triptych of songs, so we faded out before we got into the meat of Disco City. But yeah, just a good album, good all around. I am going to place this one at a studio. The drummer on it was a guy named Bob Bear, who owned a place called The Studio that also went by Bear Tracks, Behr. And that's where I'm going to put that. But I didn't recognize any of those names except for Bob Bear.
Oh.
And that's pretty uncommon. There's there's a lot of people. There's a lot of bass cabinets. But it's kind of odd to pick something up and not know at least one name. So this is from Dante's collection. This is a cool thing. This is, I happen to know, barely recorded at just houses on people's
Yeah, this was definitely
machines.
not done he didn't pay per hour to do this.
Yeah, and but this is a guy named Chuck Senrick. This is all vocal piano. I'm thinking largely Rhodes electric piano.
Yeah,
kind
just
of stuff.
Rhodes, a little drum machine, a little maestro, and him in some Chablis.
Yeah, but he has been holding down some Steakhouse gigs for decades.
Still.
I mean, I think the last time I talked to him, it was on Facebook video messenger from a Steakhouse with pretty solid Wi-Fi. So the song that sort of, the kind of notorious tune off this record is Don't Be So Nice. But
Sublime. So good.
yeah, for sure. So we're going to do Drop a Dime by Chuck Senrick.
It's just a little bit of one, it's a little bit of what I need to make me feel so fine, like piggies running and a flying. It's a little bit of you and a little bit of me, it's feeling fine all the time. Drop a dime, drop a dime, drop a dime, drop a dime. I know a kind of funny one. He's a man who flies the sky. Every time I see the man, he's always getting high with a little bit of you and a little bit of me, feeling fine all the time. Drop a dime, drop a dime. It's a little bit of you and a little bit of me, it's feeling fine all the time. Drop a dime, 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 drop a dime.
Chuck Senrick and his Maestro Rhythm King.
What a cool fella, man.
I love the crunchiness of the drum machine on there. Like the bass of it is really, it's at a
Mhm.
great little
And
frequency.
I'm not certain. There may have been some actual maraca action on that or some kind of hand protection.
So personal, that Senrick. It's great.
This is a group, there's this sort of breed of bar band, notorious bar band in the Twin Cities. Sort of the king would be Willie Murphy and the Bumblebees. There'd be Lamont Cranston Band. These kind of guys who, I think a lot of the black artists in town sort of resented because they were getting all the gigs downtown playing soul music and soulful music. Made quite a career doing so. This is a slightly lesser known group called the Explodo Boys.
80s?
1980. These were all recorded, and we don't know which this song was recorded at, but at Sam's. Sam's was the precursor to First Avenue, or the new Riverside Cafe, which I'm going to put near the river.
Did Trip Shakespeare ever play at Sam's? Or Marcy Playground? The Wallets? Dillinger 4?
Dillinger 4.
The Blenders?
Are you making these up?
Truly burnt.
Information Society? First record's pretty good. The first record's pretty good on Wide Angle.
On Wide Angle, yeah.
So we're going to listen to a bar band?
Yeah, we're going to listen to a bar band, and I think that I really like this recording. This is a cover. This is Small Town Talk by Bobby Charles. But I just really like, I mean, it's the same reason I like listening to Ahmad Jamal live at the Pershing. I like hearing the room. I like hearing sort of like the bottles clink together. I like hearing
the picture.
Yeah, totally. So this is a cool mellow one. Small Town Talk.
It's all small town talk. You know how people are. Can't stand to see someone else do what they like to do. It's all small town talk. You mustn't pay no mind. Don't believe a word, but try to do it every time. Can't believe in everything you hear. Only half of what you see. If you're gonna believe in anyone, why don't you believe in me? It's all small town talk, and it's a well-known fact. I'd never tell how one might react to what you're thinking. And in small town talk, the will tell a lot of lies. Drive some people crazy, but never realize that they're thinking. We're only two people who try to live together. I think we're trying to make something work. Who are we going
steak taco.
They probably played a lot of homecomings and proms.
Yeah, vibes, man. Vibes.
He was doing his best Terry Reid kind of impression, kind of Barry Reid. That was Barry Reid from Bloomington, Minnesota.
I'm Casey Kasem.
That's not invasive. That's not if you're going to eat some chicken wings and drink some Coors.
I could smell beer.
Yeah, a lot of I spend a lot of time reading. I'm sure you have looked through alt weeklies on microfilm and stuff like that.
Enhance.
Looking for information on groups. And groups like this, it's like always to a pretty irresponsible degree, like so-and-so wakes up at 2:00 in the morning on Sunday, still reeking of beer. Like these guys were like, all these bands were heavy drinkers. I mean, I think Minneapolis is a heavy drinking town. Yeah, this is...
You don't really think about like psychedelics in Minnesota. You know what I mean?
But anyway, a slight departure from these guys who have friends. I'd like to touch a little bit.
Senric probably didn't have that many friends. I think his sister drew the cover.
No, I'm not.
That's right. I remember that. I don't know anything about this record except for it has a cheapo sticker, $3.60, and I remember there was numerous copies of this. I don't want to call anybody's art form like novelty or like.
Let me look at it. Hold it up.
Like satire.
It looks like the Pepe the Frog thing.
Yeah, we've got another kind of sisterly illustration, but like little sister, like 6 or 7 years.
Maybe a little bit disturbed. What is the band called? Getaway?
Yeah, well, Mr. Elksnick.
Bunezzone.
What is going on? How baked is this thing we're trying to
His
look at
name-
right here?
Everything is ASCAP David Else.
Okay.
ELSE. We got a Hopkins, Minnesota address, a P.O. box, so you can't, creep up on him.
Minnesota.
I'm telling you, man. There was nobody. I'm not saying there wasn't quality control, but you just knew if you made it, people would buy it. You weren't going to have.
You could at least make your money back.
Yeah,
At the very least.
So there's a lot of kind of difficult stuff to listen to on this record, but I really like this tune. It's very not accidental, but it's sort of like a song that you could record when you don't know you're still leaving a voicemail for someone.
A butt dial joint?
Yeah, this is a butt dial joint. The album closer off Getaway.
Ninja Turtles.
All I
All I want to do is wake up, feeling like I've slept. All I want to do is dry my eyes, knowing why I've wept. Wake up, close your eyes. Look up, dry your eyes. Voices in space don't travel far.
Wow. Yeah, this is going to be
That was a pretty weird little stretch of Minnesota there, from the Getaway to what was the second thing after the Getaway you played?
we did the Nooms,
The Nooms.
which is Christian, because why not,
Sure.
you know? And then that Samson thing is, I think that's the difference between 5 years is by the time I got to Cheapo, the Senricks and the Samsons were gone. But
Goodbye.
Yeah, that Warren Sampson's extraordinary, and it's from, 87, 89?
yeah,
Something like that. It's from Edina, Minnesota. That'll work.
I mean, that was, again,
It was like the Thomas Coner of Minnesota. Like, that is some, really drifter
well, there
business.
was a really cool music shop in the Twin Cities called Rodger Dodger Music that leased, sold, repaired synthesizers, and they always had really cool stuff. So, you start hearing vocoder, you start hearing ARP Odysseys, you start hearing stuff about the time that they're released. So I can totally see how a record like that could happen. And where better to mess with a synthesizer than...
Yeah, there's a lot of great guitar stuff across that record as well. That's a
Mhm.
really unique little vision from way up there, you know? Like, that's pretty snowy.
So we've touched on some of the bar rock, some of the white soul, some of the synth, some of the outsider. I guess we won't get into rap today.
Is there a notable rap export from Minnesota? Who's the most famous rapper from Minnesota that's not that rhymesayer stuff?
MC Scat Cat?
I still don't believe that MC Scat Cat is from... He's living an animated life in Minnesota right now. Xbox.
I saw him at the Seward Co-op at the Hot Bar like last time I was in town.
You saw him at Or Folk Joke Opus in the in the browsers.
Yeah, he was going through the $12s.
But tell me that isn't the most notable.
So there was two hip hop groups from the 80s from Minneapolis. There was the Style Posse, which has records that they put out and also has some records on what's our Wide Angle. And then IRM, Immortal Rap Masters. Anyway, there was two groups, and from there, when Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis are recording Paula Abdul's record in Minneapolis, they need somebody to rap the part of MC Scat Cat. And so where do they look but the two rap groups in the Twin Cities? And I believe it was someone from Style Posse, and which is to say that there are indie MC Scat Cat records, essentially. You can get a 12-inch where a guy who sounds exactly like MC Scat Cat is rapping about like being on Nicollet Mall or whatever.
Yes. The Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they were like, they had already envisioned that Paula Abdul would be rapping with an animated cat, and they just needed to find a voice for it. Like that was part of their songwriting process.
They're
like,
geniuses, man.
I was like, this rap here is going to happen through he had like shades in a fedora, right, or some shit.
I think maybe like
shades in a fedora,
tank tops, checkerboard suspenders.
And so Scat Cat and Warren Sampson, they didn't hang out.
I mean, tell me about all the times that Bob Dylan has dreamed up an animated cat for one of as one of his vehicles.
True.
I mean, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they're thinking
the
in
yin to Dylan's yang.
different universes, different dimensions. That you got to wake up pretty early in the morning to best Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis
Flight time
at that game. So anyway, we are going to strike a slightly more soulful note on our way out. This is an example of me seeing a record that I'd never seen before.
Oh.
It's a picture disc.
It's a picture disc. There is a really pointless picture. There's a band photo on one side, which is great. It's very helpful. But this side was kind of a throwaway with like a plastic saxophone, drumstick, and microphone.
That microphone is struggling.
But this is West Side. They were from St. Paul. They were later on Star Search performing a song called The Sweep, where
a dance.
Yeah, inexplicably halfway through, every member of the band gets a broom and they do a coordinated dance with these brooms, and the instruments continue to play themselves as if being performed by angels. So anyway, this is West Side with a song called Don't Take.
Is this it?
No, I'm going to do one more after this.
Do it.
West Side, the best side.
So what year is that picture disc?
82.
1982. And that's the only bit of vinyl they made was a picture disc? It's an LP?
Yeah, and they've got a 12 from 85 with that song The Sweep on it that they performed on...
Wide angle joint?
No, just...
Their own?
Yeah, private released. Yeah, there's a video of that on YouTube. We might get it up on the socials somewhere because it's kind of a trip. And I actually met at the time of when they did The Sweep, they had a lead singer named Tony Green, and when I met him at Arnella's in St. Paul, they're like, "That's Tony Green right there," and I like ran up on him doing the sweep. And
You did the sweep?
I did the sweep
With a broom?
I mimed the broom.
You mind.
Yeah, I'm good. Sure to get a laugh at Arnella's, now closed, but great. It was the nightclub where, honestly, it's like you would go there and everybody would be dressed to the nines. And you're like, yeah, that guy was in The Family and that guy was in 3 Days Ahead. And like everybody was in a band.
Marcy Playground members? Babes in Toyland members?
Well,
See?
yeah, I stand corrected. That's my bad. So,
Mint Condition members? Possibly.
yeah, totally possibly. Sounds of Blackness members? Possibly.
There you go. Tamara and the Scene?
Ooh,
Maybe.
yeah. Soul Asylum? Unlikely.
Dillinger Ford? No.
Maybe now, you know, with the ebb of gentrification, maybe in the later years, people from Marcy Playground were showing up. You know, once it was safe in St. Paul. But that about does it for us. We're kind of closing in on an hour.
Oh, we're past an hour, but it's all good.
Yeah. Well, this has been, you know, we have
Dropping
showed
the
you
bucket. Dropping the bucket, truly.
Yeah, exactly. Like we could tell a whole entire story of one-man bands, of like synth hounds, bar bands, drunks,
Alternative rock.
jazz bows, animated rappers in suspenders. There's many different stories we could tell about the music of the Twin Cities, and I hope that we've done something to give you an idea of what was going on outside of Paisley Park, what was going on outside of
The Replacements.
and Husker Du and all that. So somewhere in the middle exists all these guys. And our last thing, I mean, I really miss these sort of critic columnist for the St. Paul Dispatch and Pioneer Press guys who come in and write about the band for their own LP. Like, if many women fantasize the way Eric A. Jong does in Fear of Flying, Norm Stratton should be embarrassed to stand on stage in the Blue Chip night after night wearing that jumpsuit of his.
I don't even know what that means. I really don't. Like, what it...
But this is the Norm at 6'2" and 190 pounds, tan, trim, athletic looking, with teeth he doesn't even know about, has to be the main reason for the success of Second Coming. So you've already like thrown the rest of the band under the bus and been like,
I noticed that there's 4 pictures on the back of that, and 2 of the 4 are of the same dude.
are of Hunkadelic collar hound Norm Stratton. So
What is this band called?
they're called Second Coming. They were regulars at this club called the Blue Chip, which is sort of featured on the cover. So closing out the show, this is Woman Woman by Second Coming. This has been Dogpatch. Thanks for riding with us. We'll be back next time with some more something.
Woman taken from man's side, placed upon this earth to her life. Man in his blindness cannot see. That ain't the only reason you were meant to be. Talking about a woman of the world, you're something special, girl. You're not due for some damn fool break. Nah, that you don't have to take. Woman caged by the kitchen, locked up with the key of tradition. Hey people, tell me, can't you see? The woman with the wisdom should Tell me, why the hell would he want to tear you down? Talk about a woman of the world. You're something special, girl. You're not due for some damn fool to break. No, no, that you don't have to take. Woman, kicking from man's side, placed upon this earth to bear life. Man in his blindness cannot see. That ain't the only reason you were meant to be. Talking about a woman of the world. You're something special, girl. You're not due for some damn fool to break. No, no, that you don't have to take. Let her go.